Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Thank you so much for watching this Facebook Live today. And we are once again live on Bringle Dreamwave channel. Today, I'm going to talk about how can you design your unicorn, or while designing your unicorn and building up your unicorn from an idea, what are the problems you need to face? What are the different hats you need to wear onto yourself? Everybody is talking about entrepreneurship, wearing multiple hats, doing multiple things. But what are those hats? Has somebody told you? Has somebody told you that there are 4, 5, 8, 10 different? What number of hats are there? What are those hats? What are those areas which you need to work upon? What are the things which you should be doing while taking off your journey towards entrepreneurship and eventually becoming or developing it your idea as a unicorn? Now, many of you might not be knowing unicorn. So, unicorn is a $1 billion enterprise. It's either a $1 billion valuation or a $1 billion revenue model. But reaching to that level requires so much effort. And that's what I've seen in my last 7 years of journey. And I'm going to explain that about that journey, how you can ensure that even if you have an idea today, or even you may not have an idea also, how you can kickstart your journey right from today itself. And what steps you need to do, what hats you need to wear before building up a unicorn for yourself. And yes, it is possible to design your unicorn even when it is only at an idea stage. There are concepts which are available, which are called as design for Six Sigma, or there are other concepts like design thinking, by which you can have a roadmap for yourself for 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, 20 years, 100 years for yourself, even today when you don't even know. It's a complete framework. You will be building it up for yourself, which will eventually help you to grow your business, to make it, design it as a unicorn. Before I move forward, I'll just explain you. My name is Anshav Jain. I'm founder of Bringle Excellence UK and India, and I'm going to share with you a story of an entrepreneur, a story of an individual who is trying to run an enterprise, who is trying to establish their own startup or a business, convert their business idea into a profitable venture. Profitability is going to be a key. And in today's Corona times, everything is going to be towards technology. And everybody is so much worried about technology, so much fearful and afraid about technology, that how can I, do that? How can I implement that? They're hearing big buzzwords like artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics. But does all businesses need that? And at what stage they need that? Even if they do. Has somebody told you that? Everybody is bothered about digital transformation. They're talking about Industry 4.0 transformation. But what is required today, which is around 92% of the businesses don't even require high-end technologies like AI and ML or robotics to develop a profitable unicorn, to design a profitable unicorn. Does that give you some comfort? If yes, then this webinar is going to help you a lot, because I am not going to talk about anything about technology, but what I am going to talk about is how you can grow your business from an idea to a level where you actually need a technology, and then you can hire as many as experts into that. But what are those business hacks? What are those things you need to do before reaching to that 8% of bucket where you actually need the high-end technologies? You can actually work with a very basic technologies available, basic platforms available. There are so many platforms which are available today. But which platform to pick up when, how, and what are the different areas we need to focus upon is what we are going to talk about today. And I'll tell you a story around this. Okay. So think it like this. You're actually standing on a crossroad. There is a circle where there are four roads which are going across in different directions. Now you start moving on to one direction, and before you go there, you find that there are there is another road which is more attractive, or probably have more opportunities, and you come back to the main circle, take the another travel, and then come back. This way you go for all the four roads. You like all roads are important. You ultimately have to travel all roads together, but right now you're only one person. You're just starting up your venture. You may or may not have a co-founder or a team available to do that other travel journey, traveling on that. What do you do? And there is a person sitting across the road, across the circle, and you ask this person, where should I go? Which road I should travel? Because all four are good, but I'm not able to decide which one needs to be picked up. And this person says, ask the question further back to the entrepreneur. And I call this entrepreneur a name. Let me give it as a name. Okay, let me just think about it. Now, let's keep that customer name or that entrepreneur name as Rahul. Rahul is a very famous word, name for all the Shah Rukh Khan movies in Bollywood. So, but yes, so whatever it is. So let's keep that name at this point in time. And Rahul asked this person, which road I should pick up? And this person asked the question back to Rahul and asked, where do you want to go? Now he says, I don't know where I want to go. That is where the confusion is. Nobody has told me about it. And that's where then this person replies back to Rahul, if you do not know where you want to go, it really doesn't matter which road you travel. That's a very simple story, which I thought I'll share with you, which is going to create, lot of problems for you to decide where to go. And that's where you see lot of entrepreneurial hustle. There's a common word called hustling. The entrepreneur is hustling around it. But what is this hustle all about? What do you mean by hustle? Where do you hustle? Why do so many businesses fail? Why does investors also are okay with losing 9 businesses out of 10 businesses or investments, I would say? Robert T. Kiyosaki also says the same. You must have read his book, famous book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you have not, you must. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about his ESBI framework, which is going to be very clearly, which will help you to how to take that travel through this crossroad. And I'll explain to you that into this webinar. This is what you can expect at the end of this webinar. You'll be able to very clearly identify which road you should travel. And that person is going to be me, who is going to guide you step by step. Take this road, then go to another road, build a bridge, go to another road, travel that road further, build another bridge, go to the third road, build another bridge, and then go to the fourth road, while ensuring that the journey is being traveled on all the four roads together, and your circle, which is your idea or your business, is eventually growing bigger and bigger. With this, I would like to share my screen with you. Let me just share my screen before I move forward. Which one we should be focusing upon? And it's a very common saying, entrepreneurs have to wear all the hats together. You cannot say, I will wear only this hat, I will wear only this hat. But how many hats? And I'm making your life little simpler out here. You'll have to wear only 4 hats. In the entire life cycle of your startup journey or your business idea journey, right from the ideation stage, there are only 4 hats which you need to wear. If you're clear about these 4 hats, you will never have a problem. And I'll also tell you about while having an oatmeal. Now, what is an oatmeal? 4 hats of an entrepreneurship: money, expenses, awareness, love. That's your oatmeal. But one at a time. You cannot wear multiple hats together. This is one of the biggest myth which I've seen in the industry, and which because of which entrepreneurs struggle and hustle. They actually don't hustle properly as well. What they do is hustling is going to one crossroad, coming back, going to another crossroad, then jumping to another one, and that creates a big problem for them. Sometimes there's no proper bridge available, and they keep thinking, because I have to do everything, because somebody has told me that you have to wear multiple hats, so I have to do everything together. I have to do finance, I have to do marketing, I have to do sales, I have to do technology, I have to do process, I have to do operations, I have to do customer management, social media marketing, digital marketing, content management, everything I have to do, because I'm the only one in the company. Yes, you are the only one in the company when you start, and probably you will always be the only one in the company, because of which that organization exists. Even though if you have thousands of people working for you, you will still be alone. You may have 1 or 2 co-founders with you, maybe a little more. You may have team with you, but it is your idea. It is your business, your startup, your company. Nobody's else's is that company is. You talk about Reliance. Whose name comes into your mind? Type it into the chat window. Whose name comes into your mind? Yes, Mukesh Ambani. You talk about Google. Whose name comes into your mind? Yes, Jeff. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just kind of doing a tongue twisting out there. Whose name comes talk about Microsoft? Who comes into your mind when you talk about, Airtel? Everybody, you will find one person. They will have co-founders, they will have CXOs, they will have their board members, they will have their investors, they will have their different teams. But it's only one person idea, one person company. That is why founder only one, co-founders can be many. And it is all, if you have 2 people running that company with their own approaches, it becomes difficult unless you are merged together. But eventually it will be one person's major idea. And that's why it is very important that you as an entrepreneur also do it one at a time, even the activities, by keeping your one dream focused towards that, one activity at a time. That's what OAT is all about, one at a time. Meal is, what are the 4 hats you need to wear? Money, expenses, awareness, love. And I'll talk about that. What does that exactly mean? And how you can go through that. What is the grind or the hustle which you go through can be normalized, can be directed, can be controlled, can be watched. And you can eventually design your unicorn in just by wearing 4 hats, one at a time. starting with love, awareness, expenses, and eventually to money. Before we move forward, I thought I'll just share something about myself and Bringle. Bringle is one of my most valued startup which I have developed. So I'll just give you a little background about myself. My name is Anshul Jain. I've got 18 plus years of corporate experience with hundreds of global MNCs, delivering 1,000 plus projects and giving $100 million plus of benefits with respect to revenue realization or cost optimization. I'm a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt and PMP certified professional, and that's my corporate side of it. That is my corporate experience part of it. I'm an engineer and MBA by academics. Academically I've done that, and with my in the last 7 years I have developed 7 businesses with 5 companies, 5 startups, along with Bringle as it's the most valued startup today. And Bringle as an ecosystem developer, we are running a mission of 2020 to 2030 to transform 1 billion lives, 1 million businesses, and 100 unicorns. And whole experience of that, along with our top 100 mentors club, we are building this community of entrepreneurs, of education, employment, and entrepreneurship. We're focusing on 3 methodology. That's what we are working upon. And there are 4 areas where we are working at this point in time. One is the category of school children, where we are running a program of Masters Beyond Academics as MBA for Kids program. It's a holistic development program. Similarly, we are doing it for campus to corporate for college students and dropouts, and Design Your Unicorn for the entrepreneurs. Restart Your Career program is for typically for women who have left their job for their families. So we want to support them with our initiative called Sone Ki Chidiya Ko Jagao. Professionals who are into midlife crisis or anything onto that, or they want to restart their career or anything and they want to change it, most preferred area, that's where the professionals comes in, and the person with disabilities. 75% of them are uneducated. They're the most impacted ones as of today. And our co-founder Sharmila Devatia, she's supporting the initiative through Vardhan, wherein she's working for these children and supporting developing a complete ecosystem from all 3 aspects: education, employment, and entrepreneurship. MBA for Kids basically talks about is just a glimpse of that. I'm just trying to share with you. What about Campus to Corporate program, Design Your Unicorn, and the Restart Your Career program? We support people in terms of becoming an influencer or marketeer or an affiliate marketeer, or even develop their own programs as Top 100 Mentors Club. Little bit about myself. As I said, I've done my engineering from Delhi College of Engineering and MBA from Symbiosis. I'm a Lean Six Sigma professional and have worked with, I was the youngest, vice president in a global MNC at the age of just 34 years, when I lost my job with a flash of second. I had to go into face of personal and professional life crisis at that point in time. And that's where I decided to jump into a parallel business opportunity and set up an entrepreneurship work, jump into that and develop a passive income around that, develop a, secondary income around that. Of course, I had to get back to the jobs because I had to survive financially. Employee mindset has completely changed. And I'm not saying jobs are bad. Jobs are pretty much not bad. In fact, they're really good because it gives you experience. It gives you opportunity. It allows you to survive. And you can add more value. Learn so many things while being in a job. And I'll explain to you that with my slides. But point what every organization is also now talking about startup culture, having an entrepreneurial mindset. They're developing entrepreneurs within their company. In fact, lot of recruitments which are happening in the startup domain They are looking for the employees with an entrepreneurial mindset. Payment probably, the salaries may not be the problem, but they want people with an entrepreneurial mindset. And they are actually getting mentored by their mentors specifically on these aspects. So if you're not having an entrepreneurial mindset, probably won't even get a job. A lot of people have lost their jobs in this pandemic, and it really pains me a lot. I feel so bad about them, feel so empathetic about them, because I know the pain of losing a job when you have so many responsibilities with you. But should we lose hope? Suicide? Of course not. You should not. In fact, they take it as an opportunity. I did everything which of course, there was a time when I did something which I'm not proud of. But I'm so proud of myself today, because in the last 7 years, I've lost 7 businesses. But one business which has made me super, confident is Bringle. And for the last 2 years, I've been putting all the pieces together that why I have failed. I've been hustling every day, every moment. Last 7 years, I don't remember if I've taken any break or something. But what I did is, I have now captured all the pieces and collated them and created those 4 hats. And that too, one at a time. If you follow those steps, step by step, you will never have a problem. But if you try to jump to second or a third or a fourth hat, you will land up into a trouble. That is the reason 97% businesses fail within 3 years. And it's a data easily available online. For the last 2 years, I've been putting this thing together, and that's where I am now working with solopreneurs, intrapreneurs, entrepreneurs, and business owners to help them sustain, adapt, and scale up their venture right from an idea to a unicorn level, to $1 billion enterprise. And eventually, we would want to transform 1 billion mindsets towards entrepreneurship, develop 1 million businesses, or support 1 million businesses, and eventually get at least 100 unicorns in this decade, 2020 to 2030. We have almost helped 5,000 plus entrepreneurs in our first series of 21 Days Business Sustainability Challenge in April, just after the lockdown. And now we have already got 42,000 plus entrepreneurs with the second wave of our 21 Days Business Sustainability Challenge. We are taking this journey further to that. And our first target is to complete 1 million mindset, or reaching 1 million people in 2021. And supporting you with this exercise. Thank you so much for listening to me till here. And before I move forward, be here for next 20 to 25 minutes. And please watch it very, very carefully, what I'm going to talk about it, because there's going to be relativity around that. And I'm going to talk about only 4 hats. I'm going to talk about only 4 hats, wearing one at a time. But you need to be very clear on that and how you are going to do that. You need to be careful on that. Once you are able to do it, you'll be able to be very, very successful into it. You will never have to be Thank you so much, and I'll just move forward from here. So I'll come back to the earlier slide, 4 hats of entrepreneurship. Love, awareness, expenses, money. If you read it from the left to right to left, you will find it meal. That is why wear one hat at a time while having an oatmeal. 4 entrepreneurship hats, one at a time. Remember this: oatmeal, one at a time. And meal, you have to do it as, take it as a meal. You cannot eat everything together. You cannot gobble up everything together. If you're having a food with multiple items, you're having dinner, lunch, or whatever, you cannot eat everything. हिंदी में कहावत है 36 पकवान, पर 36 पकवान आप एक साथ नहीं खा सकते. You cannot have 36 items in a food, I mean, while having food together. You'll have to choose one and then taste and then eat and then do it for another. This is how you should be very, very careful about it. And this is why I have divided that. Actually, there are around 105 factors or areas where you need to actually focus upon while hustling for your entrepreneurship or your business idea. And that is why they struggle. But I've zeroed it down and put it up into a step-by-step and created into 4 hats. And each hat has a different timeline you need to wear. I will also give you the timelines to wear that hat. How long you should wear that hat in terms of as a target timeline. This is an average timeline and the best timeline. Rest depends on the individual person's capabilities and hustle, or the urgency of the thing, or the seriousness about that. Now, it's a journey from value proposition to value creation. The first hat which you should be wearing is called as valuator hat. You may write it down in your notebooks. Please carry that with you. Valuator hat. Now, what is a valuator hat? You are actually creating a unique business proposition for your idea, which is nobody is having it. You are creating a unique blue ocean strategy. You're creating your own blue ocean where nobody else is there, only you and your customers are there. You need to have a unique buying proposition. And for that, you need to love your target audience. You need to empathize with them. You need to find out their problems. Shower love on them that, whatever their problems is, you are there to support them. That confidence has to be built up. That is called right product market fit strategy. You may write it down. Everybody is talking about product market fit strategy, but what is product market fit strategy? It's about creating a unique buying proposition, unique value proposition. This is where you should be looking at and creating that unique buying proposition so that customer feel that love from you. You are empathizing with the customer. Customer feels so connected with you. The audience, in fact, they're not even the customers of yours. They're just a target audience. And how do you narrow down your target audience? You should find out your core area where you are so great at. You have a complete blue oceans, out there. There's nobody else right now. You probably create a new category itself. I would really recommend all of you to watch this series of Shark Tank available on Netflix and Amazon, which will give you a lot of perspective towards that. Anyway, so we will be anyways helping you and supporting you on the various aspects of it. The second aspect, the second hat which you need to wear is a customer hat. Now, what is a customer hat? You have created a value proposition. You have analyzed basis on you that, okay, customer audience might need this. but now you need to validate that. You need to test out with the customer whether whatever you have assumed in your value proposition is right or not. Validate your product market fit strategy and look from the customer point of view. See whether they are ready to pay for the services or the products or the programs which you are selling it to them. Are they ready to pay for it, and how much they are ready to pay? And think it you as your own customer. And now ask that question to yourself: will you pay for that service or product you are offering in the price which you are suggesting? And make yourself customer aware about your products or services. That's called customer awareness. Educate your customer. Remember, 80% of your target audience is not even aware that they have a problem, or they're not even looking for a solution. It's only 20% of the people are looking for a solution, and only 3% of people who are ready to buy. So this 97% of people audience has to be keep aware, make yourself awareness, brand awareness, your product awareness has to be done constantly again and again. That's why most of the companies spend so much on branding and marketing. Your valuator hat helps you to develop your business model. Your customer hat helps you to develop your sales and marketing strategy and deployment model. So unless you have a clear business model, jump into the second. Do not start selling. Prepare yourself well. Then start selling. Go and test out your product. And there also you need to go it step by step. That's called customer graduation system. There are 8 levels of customer graduation system which you should follow. The customer at a data lead, qualified lead, prospect. These 4 levels you do not even sell anything. You sell them the first level product at the 5th stage. And then you take them slowly to a recurring income model, which I'll be anyways, I typically explain that in detail in the 5 days workshop which I run, which I'll be explaining to you at the end of this session. If anybody wants to join, you can join that. And the third hat which you should wear, once you know that how it is happening, so valuator hat you should wear for 21 days, weeks minimum, before you jump to the third stage, which is 21 fortnights, which is operator hat. Now, operator hat means now because you know your customer well, you know the value proposition, you know what customer likes, now you want to scale that up. And you set up the right process from marketing to sales to delivery to feedback so that it becomes a continuous improvement process. You set up that process and then you find out what technology you can use. And when I say technology, I'm not even trying to say AI, ML or robotics. No, even a simple platforms like how to use social media platforms, how to automate that, how to use WhatsApp automation, how to use Facebook automation, how to use, online CRMs, how to use a normal, probably a Zoom account could be a normal requirement for you. It's okay. You do not need high-end technology to go online today. You don't need too much high-end technologies. And at least at this stage. Otherwise, you'll keep spending millions of dollars, and at the end of it, you will realize it's a waste of money. So do not do that mistake, which I did. I have wasted a lot of money in finding out what right hat I should be wearing at what time. I didn't have anybody to tell me which hat to wear. First, I didn't even know how many hats are there. I kept on moving forward and somehow realized this and eventually built up this model. operator model, be a frugal mindset, find out the, making, here you need to focus on profitability and scalability. That's the third hat you should wear, and you should wear it for 21 fortnights. And the final hat you need to wear is the investor hat, which is money, finance, investment. See, remember one thing, you will not be investment ready unless, and you will not get the investment or the funds unless you are able to understand the investor mindset. Why will they invest in your company? Think yourself. Why should an investor invest? If you are an investor for your own company, will you invest? Ask this question to yourself. If you can't answer that question for yourself in clear yes, you will not be able to raise money. You may raise money by fluke or, by fluke, but it will not sustain. You should not try to go to the investor hat before following through these three hats. If you follow these three hats, you will have all the answers for the fourth hat, which is your investor hat. Abhi, the four hats are these hats which I'm talking about: valuator, customer, operator, and investor. You have to wear one at a time. And once you start your journey from value proposition, which you started as a valuator hat, you actually become an investor of your own company eventually, because all your investments have to be now thought about bringing ROI for you. Returns on investment. Investment of money, time, energy, whatever you have put in is all your investment. The financial investor is just a finance, they're just putting in finance. But you have put in all your sweat, money, blood, energy, everything you have put into this. You have hustled along with these three hats. You will never have a problem of getting a financial investor. And once you create that value in the ecosystem, that is what it is called, journey from value proposition to value creation. I would like to share some common points with you. This is almost a 2-year-old data. This numbers would have changed drastically by now. There were 300 million entrepreneurs at that time when I was picking up this data. 150 million startups. This is a global data point beyond third year. Only 8% get considered only for a fundraising or investment. You're doing a biggest mistake. Bank's 15 unicorns got. You need to constantly adapting. Nokia wiped out. So remember, you have to adapt yourself every possibly 21 weeks. That's how the fast market trends are changing today. Now, this is what I would want to kind of ask from you. Where do you want to be for yourself? What is E? This is the Robert Kiyosaki's ESBI framework. Employee, self-employed, business owner, investor. Where do you want to be? Think about it. Now, the difference between self-employed and business owner, which we are very fine difference, which people don't understand there. There are 95% of the people are on the left side of the quadrant and owns only 5% of the wealth. They want to become a business owner and reach to the another side of the quadrant, but actually they're only remain at a self-employment level. And if you wear the 4 hats out there, you should actually work like an employee, which you are an evaluator hat. Move to the second level, which is self-employment, where you're doing a customer hat and you're actually doing the sales and marketing for them, for your own customer. You're actually doing it yourself, which is also called as, so when you have an employee level at a leadership management level, you are leading from front. That is, you are working as an employee. You yourself are working for your own business idea. You go to a self-employment level where you have a small team available. You are working alongside with people, alongside with your team, lead alongside. That is your customer hat. Once you go to the third hat, which is your operator hat, where you actually start working on developing it as a process, aligning the technology, the process and systems, which every person like Robert Kiyosaki is talking about. Process and systems. That's where you become a business owner, where you actually start reducing your time spent on that activity while your team is working. That's what the business owner is all about. Now you own a system. There is a process which is working for you. There are probably some technology which is aligned on that. Even if you're not there, your business continuously working. You might be spending a couple of hours on that. Maybe from 16 hours to 18 hours from an employee to let's say 12 to 14 hours being a self-employed. To a business owner, it might be 5 to 6 hours or 8 hours. And once you complete that and you have another layer working for you, this is called lead from behind. Once you become a business owner, now your team is working. You probably have to spend only managing that, or taking certain decisions or doing some signatures, or fine tuning that. The final aspect comes in once you actually come out of it completely, and you remain there only as an investor of your time and energy, and others are running your organization. That's the time you become an investor of your own company, and you focus on bringing more and more people into that while your company keeps working. And that's where the actually money starts working for you. Whatever the effort, money, time, energy you have put in, that have now built up into a self-running cycle, self-running wheel. Your hustle is over. You can now relax and enjoy. You probably spend only 1 hour or 2 hours, maybe a day or a week or even a month. That's where the investor comes in. This is the cycle of 4 hats. This is the cycle of 4 matrix, 4-level matrix. Step by step. Think like an employee when you are working as a evaluator hat. Work like an employee, think like a businessman. Think like a evaluator. When you are going to customer hat, think for the customer, make customer aware, but work as self-employed. You have to do it yourself. You cannot say, I will delegate it to my sales team. No, you cannot do that. You yourself has to do the sales. You yourself has to marketing. You should know how to run. For this stage, you should do it yourself. If you're trying to delegate, oh, I am an entrepreneur, I was working, I was doing everything, and today it's your idea, your business. In fact, you have to work completely, everything you have to do it on your own. In job, at least you had somebody. Be a business owner. Once you become an investor, that's where you're end of the cycle. So your employee stage has to go at least for 21 days, not more than that, which is called 21 days business sustainability challenge. You wear your value hat, be a valuator. Second, be self-employed, wear the customer hat, do sales and marketing. This has to go for 21 weeks. Adapt yourself, your business strategy, business model in 21 weeks. That's called 21 weeks of business adaptability. Go to the business owner stage. It goes for 21 fortnights. Set up the right process, system. What is working for the customer? Set up a large scale processes so that you can scale your businesses to 10x and more. Once that gets set up, built in a CXO layer or a succession, do a succession planning, bring other team members over there. Let them take your role, which you had been performing. And you now move to the next level, which is investor. This business owner stage at least goes for 21 fortnights. And the investor stage, you can then go for 21, almost 21 months, which will be your last stage. That is where you will eventually, one way or the other, eventually you will have your unicorn. Remember, when you are at employee stage, when you are wearing a valuated, converting that into 21 days into a proper idea or a product or a program or a service is 21 days business sustainability challenge. So you sustain in 21 days, you adapt in 21 weeks, you scale up in 21 fortnights, and you transform that into a unicorn in 21 months. And eventually you will require 21 quarters to become a unicorn. This is the right, the best process into that. Now, many people can come back to me and say that, Ansha, why can't I develop a unicorn in just 2 years? It is possible, right? I can do very fast. I can put multiple team members. I can put everything. Why can't I, have a unicorn in just 2 years? Now, I'll ask a question to you. What will happen if you get a child born in 7 months or 5 months? Will it survive? Type it into the chat window. Will it survive? What does it call? A butterfly is formed after the transformation from a larva to, it takes a long process. If somebody tries to break it open in between, will the butterfly ever fly? Of course not. That is what the Design Your Unicorn methodology is all about. You just test your idea initially in 21 days. In 21 weeks, you develop it as a, wear the customer hat. Third, you will wear the process hat, the operator hat, the business operator, business excellence for 21 fortnights. And then you wear the blue hat, blue belt. I mean, that's a blue belt, which you have as a level where you wear the finance hat or investor hat, but one at a time. The problem is everybody tries to wear all these things and try to do things parallelly. Oh, let me raise investment as well. Oh, let me do marketing as well. Let me do sales as well. No, it cannot. It is not possible. Because ultimately it is only you. Be it whatever the number of team members you have. As a business owner, as a founder, as an idea owner, as a company owner, you are the only one. You will hire. India has got independence because of one person. One revolution, which started by Dandi March by Mahatma Gandhi, which is our Bapuji. Everybody knows that. Yes, there was a lot of people around that. But who got the maximum benefit or credit out of it, or the things which has really made it worthwhile? It's Mahatma Gandhi. I told you about story of Amazon. What name comes into your mind when it comes to Amazon? What name comes into your mind when it talks about Reliance? You name any company, you will find only one name. There will be some other names as well, but one name will be the prominent one. Dhirubhai Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, there are only one. Process is different, their liking are different. Your organization can also go into one direction in a good direction only if there is one person driving it. That is why in a horse cart also, if you have multiple horses, they are bound together in such a manner that they can go into only in one direction. And there is only one Sarthi. One person who is managing all the horses. Those 4 horses, it's there in mythology as well. It's there in businesses as well. It's there in ESBI framework as well. I'm only trying to tell you the linkages. And this is where we are working towards bringing 100 unicorns in 2020 to 2030 in the 3-stage process: sustain, adapt, and scale. And eventually you transform into a unicorn. It's a 3-stage process. Anybody have any challenges, please type in into the chat window. These are the 4 hats. Again, I'm putting it into a different versions out here. Leadership alignment and team development is your valuator hat. You should know about it. What team, business model, strategy, this all comes into the first hat. Sales and marketing is your customer hat. If you're not connected to your customer, you as a business owner, your organization will get drifted away. Your organization will not run. You cannot run your organization on employees. See, even if you're working as an employee, if you are running a team, or you cannot do your job well if you can't think like an entrepreneur. Process and digital transformation, it is nothing but your operator hat, which brings operational excellence. Expenses, manage expenses in the best manner, brings profitability, scalability. The 4th aspect is your investor hat, where you need to focus on finance, legal, IPR, investments, all those aspects into it. ROIs, which you need to talk about. Once you need that, see, investors will come. They will come at a different stages. But as a mindset of yours, you should be able to run your company as a sustainable and profitable business model, self-sustainable. If you're dependent only on your investors' money, I'm sorry to say, but you are actually looking for a pocket money. Like a school student, a college student, or a school children. I remember this story, and I'll tell you this story. One of the person called me up. I'm actually into a panel of various colleges, and one of the startup came to me and said that, sir, why can't I, I want $500 million to run my startup. I said, okay, what is the business idea? He said, it's something about e-commerce. Can I get $250 million? This is how he started off. Okay. I said, I understand that, but where will you want to spend that money? Okay, can I get $100 million? Now his focus is exactly on in some money which he can get in. And he's not focusing on answering my questions. I interrogated further and I asked him, what's your father does? He's in a bank and stuff like that. I said, why are you not asking money from him? He said, I don't want to ask money from him. I want to make my own money. And can I get $50,000? So, and eventually this person reached to a level, can I even get $10,000? And the problem is, this story is exactly true for experienced entrepreneurs as well. They take business as a project. And for that project, they want pocket money or some money to survive. Because we have been into colleges and have been getting money from our parents or from the college, from the scholarship and all that, that mindset has got developed like that. That okay, if I'm doing a project, somebody else has to give me money. Without understanding the concept that when you are running it as a business, you have to generate money from the business. You have to invest your own money. The investor will also not come in with you just because you have the project with you. Unless it is accepted, which is the second hat. Project is only the first hat, which is the valuator hat, which is your product. This is another framework. I'm just explaining it to you into that. PTOF, product. You have a product, idea, you have an idea. On the left hand side, you can see the picture behind that. And you're looking for angel investors, angels. And thinking that I will get the money and I'll bring them into financing. I'll get them here. But actually they're sitting on the right hand side, which is the traction, which is your second stage, which is your customer hat, sales and marketing. How much customer is accepting your product or a service, whatever it is. Then you need to find out and scale up with customer excellence, customer life cycle journey, customer experience, built up scale, align process and systems, have an operator hat. B, business owner. And then the financing side comes in, which is investor. Because any investor would want to, run that, spend money on that model, which is accepted by the customer, which is running, which somebody is paying for it. How long an investor keep funding? I have seen businesses who have lost their entire lifespan of money just by building up a product without even testing. That is why I always say, don't even go to an MVP level, minimum viable product. Create a one level below that, which can be immediately start from a day one. In my 5 days program, 5 days revenue Kickstarter challenge, I actually focus on this aspect of it, that within 5 days itself, you should have a product ready which you can kickstart in the market without any expenses, with no cost involved. Build up your community first. You don't even have to have an MVP. And that is how you will get a holistic transformation. Again, 4 aspects. Thought leadership, valuator hat. You will build up leadership, team capability. Customer delight. Say customer hat. Transformation roadmap. Your valuator hat. Your operator hat. And the value generation, which is your investor hat. This is how you will get into 5 stages. Once you wear that investor hat, finally you will be able to scale it up for 21 quarters and you will eventually have your living. This is how you can design your profitable unicorn right at the time we're just evaluating or thinking of an idea. From 21 days to 21 quarters. This is what the 21 days business sustainability challenge program, which we did it in April, and it got a massive success from 140 plus countries as per Google Analytics. And we had covered 5,000 plus entrepreneurs, live coverage at that point in time. 80 plus experts from 30 plus countries have participated, and generated 35 to 40 hours of content for us. And now that content has been converted into a here also the 4 hats were taken care of. And these 4 hats are now being taken care further into a step-by-step process. If anybody wants to know more about it, they can type it into the comment section and we will come back to you. We will reach out to you for the same. We will help you out. We will understand more aspects about your business and we will guide you how you can move from one hat to a second hat or third or fourth hat eventually. And how ready you are for an investment. Whether you yourself should invest your time, money, and energy into that idea or not. That is why that investor hat is also important. Think as an investor hat, whether somebody will invest in or not, whether you yourself will invest it or not. So with this, we have come to an end of the session today. And I hope I'm able to explain you 4 hats step-by-step manner. And if you still have some questions, please feel free to type it into the comment section. I will reply personally on the same. And you reach out to me and we will help you out for that. You can also reach out to me by booking up a one-on-one mentoring or a consulting call, absolutely free for 30 minutes. And the link will be provided into the comment section. Our team will be sending it over there. Reach out to me. There'll be a webinar which is also available, which, what are the entrepreneurship challenges which you are facing, you are facing, why entrepreneurship is subject to market risk, with a lot of challenges which you need to face. And what is that webinar? There is another 60 minutes webinar you can watch there. So that link also will be provided into the chat window. So please go through that as well and merge this with, you will be able to do a lot of things for yourself. If you need any other support, reach out to me. We'll be happy to help you out. Thank you so much, and we are really glad that you have been there and being a very patient audience. I hope I've been able to add real value, and we'll be looking forward to see your questions, and we'll be happy to help you out over there. You find any challenges in any of these hats, please type in your question and I'll be able to help. You can book your consulting call with me. I'll be happy to help you out and we'll be taking it forward. Thank you so much and looking forward to see you all, and keep bringing, keep growing.